Eroski with the environment. Since its beginning 42 years ago, Eroski has tried to mitigate the effects its business development has on the environment it operates in, and also to involve its main stakeholders, workers, customers, consumers, and suppliers in this challenge. Eroski Group's involvement with sustainable development translates into an environmental plan that internally applies continuous improvement criteria. A plan born from our commitment to sustainable development, integrating respect for the environment and social well-being, aligned with the group's strategic objectives. It is a commitment that reflects the group's desire to minimize the environmental impact of our activity. As proof, in 1989, we were already the first distribution company to eliminate CFC aerosols from all our retail outlets. And in 1993, we implemented the first national environmental management system certified with the ISO 14001 in a hypermarket. After a long journey, we have partnered with voluntary initiatives to combat climate change at the regional level, such as Stop CO2 Euskadi from the Basque government in 2009, or having managed to support the European Retail Forum in 2011, a platform that allows us to know firsthand and actively participate in decisions and policies in favor of sustainable development at the European level. At Eroski, we work so that our activity has the lowest possible impact on the environment, and we try to achieve this journey alongside our customers. That's why we implement awareness campaigns so that little by little, we become aware of the importance that our everyday actions and activities have on environmental conservation. Some recent initiatives we have implemented are a campaign to promote the use of reusable bags or to raise awareness about the concept of a carbon footprint. Most notably, Eroski's activity with the environment within the framework of the 2012 European Green Capital, Vitoria-Gasteiz, and the campaign with World Wildlife Fund, Save the Planet, Switch Off Your Lights. We move practical and interesting information, always in an entertaining but educational manner, in order to easily change our habits towards more sustainable ones. Our providers are great allies in pushing our environmental protection policy. Furthermore, 92% of them are classified according to environmental criteria. We control their environmental management through audits and classify that behavior according to our environmental criteria. This guarantees that providers include the environmental variable in their production processes. In addition, we support local and regional products and providers. By leveraging these production sectors, we contribute to economic and social development of local areas where we are established, while offering products with a lower environmental impact. Eroski's environmental policy involves its main stakeholders in the environmental challenge, which includes workers, and among its basic principles are participation and collaboration of all workers. Sustainable development is a commitment that requires everyone's collaboration. That's why we train and inform our workers on environmental issues to promote a green attitude among them. A proactive attitude in the workplace. That way, in addition to ensuring compliance with current environmental standards, we acquire more ambitious commitments. We work on eco-design programs so that products respect the environment as much as possible. We improve design and control our brand name products' packaging to make them more environmentally friendly. We try to reduce production costs and minimize environmental impact. In 2010, we developed computer software that calculates the life cycle of products. Thanks to this tool, we have analyzed the environmental impact of packaging from more than 100 references of the Eroski brand. The result of this impact has been a reduction equivalent to more than 2,000 tons of CO2. However, we also sell other sustainable products. Several Aroski brand products, like ecological printing paper and garden furniture, have the Forest Stewardship Council label. This tag confirms that wood from legal and sustainable logging has been used and guarantees a responsible manufacturing process from start to finish. Thanks to their work in environmental defense, Aroski was awarded the FSC Prize in 2010 in the FSC International Partner Awards. With this prize, FSC International wanted to award Aroski's ongoing efforts in favor of sustainable development with initiatives in both products and sustainable management in their daily activity. In 2010, we joined the World Wildlife Fund to improve sustainability in fishing products sold in our stores. We were the first distribution company in Spain that reached an agreement of its kind, aiming to guarantee the origin of the fish and seafood we sell and to contribute to the preservation of marine biodiversity. As a result of this collaboration, Aroski received the Marine Stewardship Council label, which certifies the sustainability of several references of hake and scray cod. We were the first Spanish food distribution company that offered fresh sustainable fish. The MSC label is the most internationally renowned sustainable eco tag. We are one of the pioneering companies in phasing out incandescent bulbs and replacing them with halogen in eco-halogen bulbs. Specifically, the Aroski eco-halogen bulbs produce the same amount of light as incandescent and traditional halogen bulbs, but they save 30% more energy and have an average life of between 1,000 and even 2,000 hours, depending on different models. We are part of the Basque Eco-Design Forum, an incorporated organization among private sector companies and the Basque government, whose objective is to carry out innovative eco-design projects. To this end, it aims to strengthen competitiveness of participating companies by acquiring and applying state-of-the-art knowledge in eco-design. It also pushed product eco-innovation through collaboration between companies, the University of the Basque Country, and internationally leading knowledge centers. The management, minimization at the source, and recovery of byproducts we generate is one of our challenges, reaching the zero waste objective. To do so, we work with organic and inorganic byproducts. We have implemented a series of initiatives to reduce the amount of organic waste we generate and also to maximize its recovery. For more than 15 years, we have collaborated with FESPAL, the Spanish Federation of Food Banks, to find a solution to products discarded for sale but still fit for consumption. These products are donated to local soup kitchens. We donate more than 4,000 tons a year. Meat and fish products are placed in the hands of authorized managers and primarily go to the manufacture of pet food. The rest goes to projects of biomethanization, composting, etc. We guarantee that the entire inorganic fraction we generate is managed in an authorized manner and in compliance with the law. At the same time, we offer our customers the opportunity to recycle in our stores. We provide containers and guarantee that their waste is managed appropriately. At Aroski, we work to make our logistics more environmentally friendly where we operate. Thanks to measures and projects implemented, we are considerably reducing fuel and energy consumption and, consequently, the amount of CO2 emissions. Our vehicles go directly to providers to collect product, making better use of their loads since they travel fully loaded and reduce the number of kilometers traveled empty. There are already more than 300 providers who have joined this project, and the number increases every year. The Route Optimizer is a tool that plans and monitors all transport processes, trips, routes, schedules, kilometers, etc., and adapts and optimizes routes based on actual orders. Currently, 11 of our platforms use it, and our aim is to extend it to the rest. The nocturnal distribution of orders has two advantages. It allows us to perform distribution with larger vehicles, which reduces the number of trucks needed, and consequently, the amount of fuel consumption, CO2 emissions, and noise generated is also cut. In addition, we help avoid traffic congestion created throughout the day in urban centers. Currently, Oroski works closely with local councils in several cities to get the maximum performance and minimize the inconvenience of our unloading. Since 2010, we have incorporated ecological vehicles for home deliveries and online purchases in the Basque Country and Barcelona. Through an agreement with the Basque Energy Agency, we committed to promoting the use of electric vehicles. We already have 7 vans and several free charging points that serve our fleet and all users of this kind of vehicle. In addition, through the Chi-Trans project, 8 power-assisted electric bicycles serve the 3 Basque capitals and Pamplona. In 2010, Oroski was recognized as an official collaborator of the Sustainable Energy Europe campaign, the largest initiative in the European Union to promote sustainable energy. We want our stores to be more environmentally friendly in establishing work in terms of energy efficiency and sustainable commercial construction. Thus emerged the eco-efficient stores of Gros, Gipuzkoa, and Castro, Cantabria, which opened their doors after a renovation in 2010 and 2011 respectively. In both cases, the measures we used allowed us to save approximately 15 to 20% in energy. Compared with non-eco-efficient stores, and the impact of CO2 emissions was also much lower. In 2012, a new store concept was born, the Zero Emissions Store of Oñati. The Oroski Supermarket Center of Oñati is a result of the painstaking teamwork and example of sustainable construction and energy efficiency. It's the first store in the country with a neutral balance of CO2 emissions thanks to the incorporation of sustainable construction criteria and energy efficiency measures, which achieve savings of up to 65% compared to conventional stores. To make this store unique, we implemented a number of efficiency and sustainable construction measures. Recycled asphalt. The materials from the demolition of the old building have been used to build the current parking lot. The recycled concrete avoids CO2 emissions that would result from the removal of quarry material and its transportation to the factory. Also, recycled asphalt uses old tires in its composition. The store has a battery charging point for electric cars. This charging point is located on the left side of the parking lot. At Oroski, we use electric vans for home delivery routes, thus maintaining the quality of service in a more environmentally friendly way. In front of the center's entrance, you'll find the shopping carts that come from 100% recycled plastic materials. The shopping baskets available inside the center are made from biodegradable plastics. Right next to the center's front door, customers will find a bike rack that aims to promote urban transport free from CO2 emissions. The materials used in the facade and roof are recycled and environmentally friendly. We used ecological membranes of chloride-free mineral wool to increase the thickness of insulation in both the walls and roof. completely filling all joints to avoid heat loss. This helps maintain a constant inside temperature and avoids energy consumption resulting from heating or cooling the supermarket. The glass used in the facade allows light to pass through, but not ultraviolet rays. This increases the center's natural light and avoids temperature variations. Both for lighting the Eroski sign and the center's perimeter, we used LED technology, which consumes 50% less electricity and extends the useful life of the fixtures, thus doubling the working hours. In addition, the lights are free from toxic chemicals like mercury, which also facilitates recycling. We used double automatic doors, which prevent heat loss and improve comfort in the checkout area. We used LED technology for the center's interior lighting. This consumes 50% less electricity and extends the useful life of lights, doubling working hours. In addition, the lights are free from toxic chemicals like mercury, which also facilitates recycling. We installed special skylights in the roof, which allow for greater uptake and utilization of external light and optimum interior diffusion. This significantly reduces the need for electric light. In turn, it prevents the passage of ultraviolet rays and heat. The store has lighting control sensors to regulate interior lighting based on external light levels, thus reducing energy consumption. The paints we used are composed of vegetable mineral raw materials, which do not pollute in their production or application. This guarantees that the people responsible for their application have not been exposed to toxic products. The accent lighting used to highlight products and facilitate customer purchases utilizes LED technology, which consumes 50% less electricity and doubles the useful life of lights. We put hermetic and transparent doors on the refrigerated display cases, where refrigerated products are found. These doors reduce the inlet and outlet of cold and heat, decreasing energy consumption by over 30%. We installed temperature sensors 2 meters from the ground, rather than placing them under the roof. This improves temperature regulation and thermal comfort in the store. The store manages 100% of its organic waste under the objective of zero waste. This means giving waste a return from an environmental point of view and using all materials for compost, organic fertilizer, biogas, fuel generated in specific devices or by natural means, and pet food, meal for animal feed. For the refrigeration of the frozen food installation, frozen products, we use CO2 gas due to its high energy efficiency. This means a 70% savings compared to a normal freezer, while the global warming potential is lower. This utilizes the energy properties of CO2 and avoids the use of more polluting and less efficient refrigerants. We installed transparent doors in the frozen food islands, which reduces energy consumption by almost 20% and prevents the temperature from dropping in the sales area, making shopping more comfortable. LED technology lets you increase brightness in the freezer display cases. With temperatures below 0 degrees Celsius, it improves the behavior of fluorescent light since it turns on more quickly and lasts longer. It also improves food preservation since it is a cold light that does not affect products. We reduced the environmental impact of Eroski brand products by applying eco-design and sustainability criteria in packaging. Currently, we have achieved savings equivalent to more than 2,100 tons of CO2. We focus on local and regional products and providers from our country. By promoting these production sectors, we contribute to economic and social development of the areas where we operate, in addition to offering products with a lower environmental impact. Eroski brand supports products produced and manufactured in different regions throughout the Spanish territory. Products discarded for sale, but fit for consumption, are donated to soup kitchens by the food bank. At Eroski, we donate some 4,000 tons of food annually, a figure that goes up every year. Part of the heat generated in the refrigeration process is used for heating hot water. Flow stabilizer. In the water inlets, we installed aerators that considerably reduce consumption. Residual heat in heaters. We used another part of the residual heat to temper the sales floor through heaters and avoid the electrical consumption that comes from heating. The store has a monitoring and control system for individual energy consumption. An informative panel is provided, showing energy saving data in the store compared to a conventional store. 45% savings in industrial refrigeration, low and medium temperature. 10% savings in lighting. 10% savings in air conditioning. 65% total savings. 20 degrees Celsius indoor temperature. CO2 emissions reduction measured in trees. We arrange tours, workshops, and programs on sustainability to give value to the store as an instrument of environmental education and awareness. Furthermore, all the information collected in the store will serve to assess the performance, energy-saving capacity, and environmental improvement of measures implemented, and to analyze the possibility of including other new measures to improve consumption ratios. The restrooms are equipped with waterless urinals that use neither water nor chemical products. We provide consumers with the adoption of more environmentally friendly consumer habits through the use of reusable bags that reduce the damaging effects caused by plastic. The number of single-use bags avoided since implementing this measure at Eroski exceeds 7 million units. We also provide customers with a chance to reuse cardboard boxes to transport their purchases, which are then recycled and avoid the use of bags. The store recycles 100% of its inorganic waste: cardboard, plastic, and EPS, expanded polystyrene foam used in packaging, while providing customers with in-store recycling of batteries, mobile phones, light bulbs, or fluorescent lamps. All the measures taken make the new Oñati store consume 65% less energy than a conventional store, and which by exclusively using green energy, have a neutral balance of CO2 emissions. Such is the environmental value of our new installations at the national and European level that this supermarket has been recognized by 2 titles. The store has the BREEAM Sustainable Construction Certificate and is the first supermarket in Spain to receive this title. It has received ISO 50001 Energy Management Certification, which makes it the first supermarket in Europe with this certification. And this is only the beginning. The next stop, which we are already working on, is to create the first self-sufficient store with zero energy consumption.